Thumos, the Unbroken, has a ship in that base. It's the only way we can get you onto the Almighty undetected. So you're going to steal it.
Newsflash, folks. The Fallen are on the move. Seems they didn't learn their lesson the first time. Those scavenging vultures, those Fallen. Always turn up when you don't want them. Kind of like a warlock when you're...
Go on.
I think... No. I'm done.
There's only one ship left on the landing pads.
That must be Thumos' ship. Get to it before it's too late.
way's clear. Now let me at Thumos' ship.
Great! This is the part where you borrow it.
Cover me. I need to figure out how this works.
Protect that ship! Don't hear dying. Still in one piece. Unlike someone I know, they can handle hostile technology.
Hey, that teleporter was all Vexy and stuff.
Work! Finish them off and get on board.
Our plan relies on you. Destroy the Almighty's weapons. End the threat to our world.
While you're doing that, we'll get in position for the final run on the city. It's time for Ghaul's last dance.
Zavala's troops are already getting into position around the city. But they can't attack until we shut this thing down. So, ready when you are, partner. We made it. We're on the Almighty.
Good. You must find the ship's central core and disable its weapon system. Your best option will be to follow the fuel stream.
The weapon's already active. Are we too late?
Not yet. You need to disconnect the link between the Almighty and the Sun before it disrupts the Sun's magnetic field.
And everything goes boom.
Our forces are moving into position outside the city walls. Your signal will start the assault.
We'll get the job done, Commander. That tunnel over there should lead us straight to the central core. Blocked. I Bet we can get the grinders working and clear this.
Zavala, your group is in position at the city's perimeter.
Understood. Preparing to go radio silent. We can't give the Red Legion any warning.
So, the only way to get where we're going is out there. Stay in the shadows. The shadows!
It's time for me to go, Guardian. You know your path. You don't need our guidance anymore. If my journey ends today, then I face it gladly.
To go forward, we must go upward. Which sounds like something Zavala would say.
Hey, Hawthorne says we're reaching our insertion point, and I'm not big on goodbye scenes. So, you do what you gotta do. Make it out alive, okay? I need someone who gets my jokes.
See those tubes? That's how we get to the weapon core. Interceptors. It's like they're begging us to blow this place up. Wow. That's... wow. The thermal exchangers. Take them out and the weapon will overheat. That's one! That's two. Last one should be ventilating the core. Temperature levels are rising, but it's not enough. We need to disrupt the core itself. A fusion cell. We'll use that to overload the electron reservoir. I'm bringing the ship around! Run! Zavala, the weapon is destroyed. Start the attack. We're done here. Let's go home.
That's a good job, Colonel.
What's that now? 7 in a row?
Yeah, who needs the light when you got a fine feathered friend by your side? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? I'm right. Okay. Yeah, that's the rally point where I'll set up the teleporter. Zavala and Ikora should be at their marks by now.
Zavala, We're in position.
As are we. Ikora, ready when you are.
Copy. Fire in the hole.
Okay, let's go.
Zavala, we're coming around.
What's with you Guardians falling down all the time?
Where's Cayde?
If he's sticking to the plan... he's right where he needs to be. Now we just gotta get you and Ikora up there with him. Well, this changes things. I'll work on this. You need to get moving.
Ikora, Cayde is in place and I'm en route. Good luck, Guardian.
Traveler. What's happening to it? Zavala, we're back and ready to go.
Guardian, are you still with us?
We're fine, but the Traveler...
That's why we're here, to stop this madness. Ikora and I are converging on the rally point. Cayde's already there.
We'll use the Vex teleporter to jump to the Traveler, if we make it there alive.
We've got your back.
Welcome back, Guardian. Glad you could join the party. Red Legion's using these energy barriers to funnel us into kill boxes. I can hack into the grid and knock it down for short stretches. Stand by. Barrier's down. Move it.
We're through.
Roger that. We're almost at the rally point.
Cade, is the teleporter active?
Ow! Son of a... Yep, almost ready.
I knew it. Never send a Cade to do a Hawthorne job.
Heard that, Poncho.
Hawthorne, we're blocked again. There's another energy barrier.
Hold on. I've got you.
Seeing a squad of Red Legion flanking your position. What's your status?
Damn it! Next time you get to fix the Vex tech while being shot at.
Keep your head down, Cade. We're almost there.
Ikora and I have reached the rally point, but Cade is still wrestling with a teleporter.
I can either shoot or work on this thing, but not both, because they just shot off my arm!
Cade, we need that teleporter. We can't hold this position much longer!
They're coming at us from all sides. We need your help, Guardian.
The Traveler. Gaul found a way to drain its light. It's the only explanation. Guardian, we have to stop him. If he takes the light, it's over.
Ikora, Cade, if we don't make it out of this alive, know that I've never been prouder to be part of your fire team.
If we have to die, at least we'll die in the shadow of the Traveler, old friend.
We're about to die and you're still making speeches?
Guardian, we can't make the jump. It's all on you now. Save the Traveler. You're on Gaul's command ship. It's as close to the Traveler as we can get you. Be brave. For all of us.
There's the Traveler. We're getting close. Can't be.
Fitting your Traveler would send you to face me once more. Look upon me. Dominus of the Red Legion. Annihilator of suns. Raiser of 1,000 worlds. Slayer of gods and conqueror of the light. I am Gaul! And I have become legend. You won't escape me again! Your Traveler should have chosen me! But now it is too late! Look on your dead God! It won't save humanity a second time! I am gone! I claim what is mine! Nothing to die for! Nothing of sacrifice! Nothing of worth! Traveler, do you see me now? I am immortal. A god. You have failed. Witness the dawning of a new age. The light lives in all places. In all things. You can block it. Even try to trap it. But the light will find its way.
Do something with the Glimmer situation because it's killing me. It's literally killing me on trying to make these builds because the builds are so freaking weird. Like the way this is set up, right? If I ran no exotic, I could actually run one of these pieces without mobility. And I could put recovery on it, and then it would be a much better setup. Because if you don't have at least like 30 to 40 recovery, I don't care what build you're running, you're going to be sucking. That's why I was having to run that entire time, is every time I get in trouble, I have to take off running. Not 8, I think. Call him from the seasonal crap that we're doing. And then it only perks like at certain times. So like usually you'll have 80 mobility, but then when you like kill an enemy and get a orb or get a double kill, I forget what it is that you have to do, then you have the 100 mobility, which is useless. I personally think it's useless because the whole point of having all that mobility is to be able to move through missions really fast. And if every time you're not in a fight, you're moving at base speed, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I don't know, my personal opinion. I usually don't play Hunter. I think Hunter, it's probably one of the funner builds to play, out of the three, but even then, like, I don't know, man. You have to be so careful with it. I just don't really like it very much, to be honest. I'm even kidding, my warlocks. I guess I should go collect his shit. He did get a prime. I can't get anything, even my high level drops, my not pinnacle gear, because that's the point I'm about to get to, but my regular, level up drops, they're all dropping at 960 now. Nothing will drop above 960. And I'm seeing people running around at, 980s. So it's like, what the fuck, man? I'm assuming you can only get gear that's above 960 from pinnacle drops. And I'm a solo player. I can't do any of the stuff that's like pinnacle drops, because you gotta have fire teams for that shit, because to get the pinnacle drops out of the stuff, there's no matchmaking in any of those missions. Believe me, I looked through everything trying to find somewhere where I could get pinnacle drops from to see if they would drop above 960, and I can't find anything. Everything is locked behind like raids and shit like that. And so I'm like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm back like we were when we hit 750. Like, that's the way it was when the gear score was 750. Is you would get to 750 and there was nothing. There was just nothing to do. There was no other gear to grind, no nothing. And I think that's where I'm at again, is the 960. Because, people were going to 800 then with like really high level drops you got out of raids and shit like that. But I couldn't do it, so 750 was max for me. And I think that's where I'm at here again, is 960 is going to be max for me. Which, I mean, that sucks, man. It fucking sucks. And I hate the fact that they keep doing that. It's just bad. I really wish they'd fix it. I'm not trying to trash the game. I've been playing the crap out of Destiny. I'm enjoying myself playing it. This Hunter was kind of a letdown, that whole 100 mobility, because I wasted my fucking set. Because I can always go back and, redo all this. And take off all the mobility. Because, he gets 50 mobility base with this gear set. So I can easily make him a... see, that still wouldn't be that great, because I could go to 80 here. I don't know. The numbers on these sets just don't really make a lot of sense to me, if I'm being honest. Because, the things you really need, you don't have. I don't know. That recovery is that's horrible. That's horrible. And see, I don't want anything on defense. I don't care to have anything on defense, because it doesn't do anything. It literally does nothing. At tier 10 defense, you get 10% less damage. That means if it takes something 10 shots to kill you, it'll take 11 now. It doesn't do anything. It's worthless. And so to have it stacked like that, base on armor, that makes this armor set totally useless. Completely. There's also another problem, Bungie, just in case. Your older gear sets did not transition. And I could have sworn they said that all the gear sets would transition to Gear 2.0. That did not happen. Because I picked this up the other day, thinking, holy shit, look at this. It's perfect, right? This setup by itself is 100 mobility. You don't have to add any mods to it. It'll do 100 mobility by itself. And that way you can put all, recovery or defense or whatever you want. The problem is, and I don't want to waste, well, fuck it, I'll just show you. It didn't upgrade. Like, the old armor did not upgrade. So when you pull this old armor thinking, oh, well, the numbers are correct on the older stuff, this is what you get, you see? You don't actually get the thing. So, like, you only get this one thing here, and it fucking sucks. And I'm actually very tempted to go back to it. I'm going to save that just in case. Because I'm very tempted to go back to it because I really don't like this newer armor. I know the newer armor, if you get the right pieces, is stronger. But it doesn't feel very good. And it's incredibly hard to get it all together. Like, you would have thought the season pass would have dropped, like, the right stuff. And what it does is the season pass, it has like 2 or 3 sets in it. And as you level up the pass, the numbers, the total numbers get higher and higher. So like the first set you get will be in the 50s, the second one in the 60s. I think there's only 2 total. And so like you want to wait until you get right around 960 to pull your second one. You don't want to pull that just as you're leveling up. So you would think that, like, if they're going to do it that way, that the set would, like, go together. But it doesn't. It really freaking doesn't. And like I said, having 52 defense, it makes this gear set worthless. Like, worthless. Because you're losing so much to gain 5% less damage coming at you. Like, who wants that? Like, that's insane. I can't believe how low that is. And I mean, I get it, because if they went like higher, you know, how high are they going to go? Till you get to tier 10 and each one's worth 10%? And then you got guys running around invincible. So like, I don't know, man. I'm not real pleased with the setup they got going on here. Like this Armor 2.0 stuff, I just don't really like it. They should have evened out the numbers, is what they should have done. Everything should have been 5s and 10s, and damn it, it just every single time I get a freaking, I don't know what it is with my Hunter and my Titan. I cannot level them up. I really cannot level them up, because every time I get a freaking, I forget what it is, the legendary or whatever, a prime Ingram or whatever, or a level up with Hawthorne, or one of these like Zavala level up or something like that. Every time I get one of those, it's a fucking weapon. Every single time. I never get gear. It's always a weapon, and I have like a ton of 960s. So like I don't need more 960 weapons. I just don't. I have no need for them whatsoever. And so I'm just getting all this like garbage the entire time. Freaking blues are dropping higher than my purples are. Like, that's insane. Like, I don't know. I don't like the new gear setup. Just wanted to make that statement. I'm done. I don't want to play the Hunter anymore. Like, Hunter's just boring. It's so horrible to play. And I'm not trying to say that like no Hunter is good. I'm just saying this gear set is trash. And it's because of that number right there. You're losing, think about it, you have 200 total points, right? Like, well, I think it's 250. You get like 250 total points. You're losing a freaking damn near a quarter of your points just into defense. And that's why everything else is so crappy, because it's all spread out. It doesn't go well. It doesn't work well. I don't like it. Not happy with it. I'm going back to my Warlock. Like, that's 100%. Is like, it's just not good. And I'll show you the numbers, show you the difference, because the Warlocks actually worked out pretty good. Like, it's not great by any means, but when you see my Warlock's numbers compared to the Hunter, you'll understand. Is like the Hunter gear set that they gave us is total trash. The Titans I hadn't really looked at. I have it. I put it on him yesterday, but I hadn't really fucked with him too much. I just wanted to get him up to around 960. So if I wanted to level him, he could start leveling. But yeah, none of them's got anything on my Warlock. Like, my Warlock's a beast. And it makes me hate the other builds. It really does. Or the other, you know, Guardians, I guess. Yeah, see, there you go. See, that's how it evened out. Now, I'd like that, of course, to be 40 instead of 38. But that's the problem, is it's like, you have 5 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's literally 17 points that just don't make any sense. So it's not even like if they put all the numbers to even with the same amount of numbers that it would even out. Because I don't think it does. See, that could go to 35, 30, 100. Yeah, you'd still be 2 over. Because you'd have 40, 30, 42, and then 2 left over. Or 30, 40 with 2 left over. Because it would only take 2 to even out the grenade. So even if they evened out all the numbers on the gear sets the way they are now, it wouldn't fix anything. It'd still be all messed up. You'd still have like a few numbers here or there to be like, what? That's useless, right? Especially when you get something like that, like a 38. Because you can stack all the mods you want on there. There is no +2 mod. Like, you're not going to be able to just do something small to bump that up. And so, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll give us something where, like, we can put materials and stuff into the armor to level up one thing. So, like, you can level up one... So, like, I could level up Discipline 2 points, if that's what I wanted. Right? So, like, I got a perfect setup, and, like, oh, I need 2 on Discipline to make it absolutely perfect. Say that's what I needed. That's what they should do, is just make it where you can go in with, like, some Glimmer and some... Well, we already talked about Glimmer, but that you could go in and actually just add a couple stats here and there. Because this... Or even if you could subtract them, man. If I could subtract 4 here and 1 there and put them on here, I could easily... I'd have 50 and 40, and I'd be much happier with that. Like, so much happier with that. Because Discipline, especially... Look, like the difference between tier 3 and tier 4 is insane. It's a really big jump, you know. We're talking 14 seconds here for a difference in cooldowns. That's huge. Because when you stack that with, like, you know, I'm using like this shit here. You stack all that together, I end up with like a 30-something cooldown. So you take that other 15 seconds, it's an insanely fast cooldown. So it's like, looking at that 38 really pisses me off. I hate the new gear sets. I don't like the way they did these numbers. I don't like the way they did it. But as you can see, the Warlock came out a lot better than the Hunter did. Like, because he's a Hunter recovery. I think he had to have recovery on everything because he didn't get any. Which, that in and of itself doesn't make any freaking sense whatsoever. Like, they stacked the Hunter with... defense, 50-something defense, which makes no sense for a Hunter. Gave him 0 recovery and only 50 mobility. Makes no sense. And they did the same thing to the Warlock. So it's like if you don't stack all of your mods into that, and if you're running a Warlock and you're not running 100% recovery, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's the premier stat for a Warlock. If you're gonna, the first thing you need to do is go to 100 on your recovery and then work everything off that. I don't know, personal opinion, I guess people might disagree, but I'm telling you, 100 recovery Warlock is I can beast anything. I hardly anything will take me down. And if it starts to, I just pop my grenade and I'm right back to full health, and I have Devour. Like, it's your Warlock's probably the best Guardian in the game without question. But I just wanted to show those numbers real quick. Like, those are so much better. They're still shit, but that's why I run this. It speeds up all of this stuff a lot. To where, like, I get my grenade back probably every, like, 30 seconds. And you can see it's a 122 cooldown. That's what I'm saying. If I had that 108 cooldown, I'd literally have my grenade every 10 to 20 seconds or so. It'd be freaking amazing. But because of that one level up, it's like, come on, man. So, and I don't know. And I found a few pieces that I could fit in, you know, a piece that would have like +2 there and be matching elsewhere. But you end up giving up so much. Like, look at that shit. What the hell, man? Like, your exotics are insane. See, if I go no exotics, then I lose my 30 on my discipline, and my strength goes down to 30, but I do get the 50 overall on discipline. I mean, intellect goes back down to 20. And you see that drops to a 59-second cooldown instead of a minute 22. Like, that's so much better. But because of the way everything runs, it's just, I don't know. I don't like the new setup. I hope they fix it. I've heard rumors. I don't know what they're actually doing, but I've really gotten back into Destiny. I can't really find any other games that are worth playing at this point. Did I get another thingy? Nope. Because you keep leveling. That doesn't even make sense. Like, you keep leveling this thing up, but once you get your 12 points, you don't get any more points. So, like, if there's anything else on here you need, you don't get it. And the fact that they make you put, like, so many in each row. So, like, I had to waste 3 right here. Because I'm never going to use these. I'm never going to use these. They may be great for stacking Glimmer and all that. And I can understand the way Glimmer is. The problem is what you're giving up to use these is just insane. Like, nobody's doing that. So, I don't know. They put a lot of stupid shit in, as they usually do. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I was just playing a little bit, and I thought I'd stream. And, yeah, that Hunter was... That was my first time really playing with the 100 mobility Hunter, and I think it's kind of stupid. It's being able to move that little bit extra strafe speed and the dodge. Like, it just really doesn't... I don't know, with the way the enemies dodge your shots and shit, especially with hand cannons, it just doesn't go together very well. So, my opinion. That's going to do it for me, guys. Sandman out.